I wonder what this lever does. What the hell? Welcome. So you may want to set your spawn. I don't know how confident you are in your parkour abilities there.
You know, I'm very well known to be a good parkour Minecraft gamer, so we'll see. We'll see how this goes.
You do seem very confident, so that's good. Way more confident
I do
than
a lot
Gerbs.
of like I go to I play on like Hypixel a lot, and I'll just do like the stupid obstacle course on there.
Damn, so okay, so we got the professional. Wow. All right. Well,
okay,
there you go.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
First try, easy peasy.
Did you change it? Did it get changed?
No, this is identical. So the red one over there,
is
that's
really?
the red one is the tricky one.
That's the tough one.
Yeah, so that's the one that Gerbs died like a million times on. So it'll be interesting. It'll be good to see how you compare.
Yeah. I'm excited for it.
All right, well, welcome to the set. We've had a little bit of an expansion since last time. We've got some more funding, so that's good.
got some more people sending money to the show. I like it.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you gonna get some real audience? Is this gonna be like a real audience?
I have thought about that. I was like, I could stream this, but I don't know. Maybe maybe one day.
Like an SNL skit.
Yeah, exactly.
Right here.
Yeah, that's the one. There we go. Cool. Awesome.
I like it. It's a cute little set.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being here, man. Really appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you for having me. I've been very nervous because it's my first time on a podcast. So hopefully hopefully I add something cool.
No, definitely, dude. I'm sure you will, man. Don't worry. So we're just here to mess around anyways. Awesome. All right, so let's get started. Enerhgize, what is your channel about and what do you do mainly in Minecraft?
Yeah, well, I am a Minecraft creator, so I make Minecraft videos. And I don't really know what it's I don't really know how to summarize what it's about in really one phrase. It's just like videos that I hope people laugh at, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. There are some of the most zany and amusing videos I've seen, especially with Minecraft. So yeah, they definitely do work. I would if I had to classify them, I would probably go like absurdism, like intentionally.
Yeah, maybe like shock value.
Yeah, shock values type stuff. Yeah.
Sometimes I like to make like some of them different. Some of them are like just really stupid or whatever, but other ones do have sort of, I don't want to say like subliminal messages, but I guess that is the best way to describe it. So I don't know. Some of them, like, to me, aren't entirely stupid, but most of them are.
Yeah, fair enough. So how did you come up with your name? It's a pretty unique, I guess, spelling at least.
Is it unique? It is a unique spelling for it. Yeah, I was in middle school. And that's whenever I got a console for the first time, and I was trying to come up with a gamer tag for it. And I went to my friends in middle school, and they like gave me some suggestions, and they were like, "Here, this is what we got." And they had like someone was jeopardized, someone was terrorized.
All
and
the
so I thought the correlation. Yeah, I thought the correlation was the IZE at the end.
Yeah.
And so I went home and I like brainstormed for a little bit, and I just like really liked Enerhgize, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. And then I tried making that my gamer tag, and obviously it was taken.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'll just I still really want the gamer tag, so I just threw in like a random H in there.
Yeah.
And I remember going to school like the next day, and I was like, yeah, here's my gamer tag, guys. And one of my buddies was like, just like I could see the disappointment on his face, and he was like, what is this shit? And I was like,
spelled it wrong.
I was like, what do you? Yeah, he's like, why is there a random H in there? And I was like, oh well, you know, whatever. I explained it to him, and he's like, this isn't even like what we did for our gamer tag. So I don't know what I did wrong. I actually don't. It's been so long, but yeah, apparently I screwed that up. But I liked it, so I kept it.
Nah, dude, I was just thinking that like you picked such a like kind of, it's like a well-known word, but you spelt it so uniquely that no one else has taken it. which is great
Yeah.
because like I obviously want to be Cloud, but that's like the most generic word ever, so I'm never gonna get
Yeah.
that name. How did you come up with your skin? Because yeah, that's also super, I think,
Oh yeah.
distinct.
Yeah, people probably think I made this, but I absolutely didn't. I I'm not creative enough to make a skin. My buddies were playing Minecraft like a year or two ago, and one of my friends had this one skin that I'm so jealous of. It was like it was a bass, so like a fish, but
Yeah.
it had a business suit,
Ah.
and I absolutely loved that skin. And so I went and just searched. I think just searched up like business suit, and then this skin came up, and it was called like Galaxy Man or something. And I was like, this is pretty clean. And I just used this.
Yeah, fair enough. Classic, classic, like searching for skins and just grabbing one and then using it.
Yeah,
That's how
yeah,
it goes.
yeah.
That's like core Minecraft memory right there.
I feel like a lot of creators actually make their own skins, so I feel like pretty lazy whenever I say that out loud. But yeah,
So yeah,
I
dude,
guess
I didn't make mine. Someone made it for me like ages ago.
yeah. Yeah,
Um,
ages ago. I honestly should have looked up who actually made this so I could give him a shout out, but it's been like 4 years since I got it, so
oh well,
they
maybe
might
they'll
be
see your
deceased by now. I
maybe
don't
they'll
know.
see your video one day. They be like, wait a minute.
Yeah, wouldn't that be weird if they actually saw my video and they see every single video I'm just using the skin? And
Yeah,
they're like,
100%.
I made that skin and this is what he's using it for. I think that'd be super funny.
Looks like we've got a guest appearing on the show.
Oh,
Um, I
what's his bit?
I
What does he
I
do?
I don't know. We'll just ignore him. Anyways,
Okay.
cool. So was there, because I was going through your videos, was there something that made you kind of change from your like initial? Because I think at the start you were doing more like build showcases and like kind of tutorials. Was there something that made you change to like more comedy, shock value type stuff?
I don't think I ever. I think it'd be very disingenuous to people who actually do build videos to say that I ever did that.
Dude,
I,
your
I,
like nether ravine thing was awesome. And
yeah, that's
you're
the best
like,
thing that I've ever made in
oh,
my
okay. So
entire
I
life.
just saw the
That's
highlight there, was it?
yeah, that's the highlight of my life whenever it comes to building. I love that nether ravine.
Yeah, no, that was
Um,
amazing. I
but
never thought of something like that.
at so at the start, I just didn't know what to do for videos because I knew like I mean at that time I knew I wanted to do Minecraft videos, I guess, but I didn't know what type of videos I wanted to do.
Yeah,
So I just took like a very generic approach, I guess, and
yeah,
I just tried to do builds, and it just didn't really work out for me.
yeah. Fair
I'm not
enough.
that good of a builder. Yeah, no, I took a change whenever I saw this dude named P. Frimgar, who's actually part of the Staircase Man series that
Oh
I have on
yeah,
my channel. Yeah, and he was like the inspiration to start doing like the more comedy type stuff.
see. Well, that goes
So that's
perfectly
yeah.
into the next question. Who are your inspirations for like your comedy videos? Is it just your friend?
For all my videos,
Oh
just like
yeah.
the base inspiration. Um, I would say P. Fermgar is a huge inspiration for me. I I don't know. Like I get inspiration from like really everywhere. So like movies and shows and like games and whatever.
Yeah.
Um, but I would say probably one of the biggest inspirations was Halo 3. I guess specifically Halo 3, Halo Machinimas back in the day. I don't know
Oh.
if you ever watched those, but
Yeah, machinima, like
they're
the machinima
very
videos.
yeah, like by the actual account named
Yeah,
Machinima,
yeah, yeah. Oh, good
and
times,
they're
man.
like a horrible company because
Y-
they didn't
Yeah,
pay the
yeah, the
creators or
good old
whatever.
days.
I don't know what the deal. Yeah, I don't know the lore behind Machinima to be honest, but it's some of those Machinimas just really stuck with me because they were just funny. They're just not the type of video that you would expect out of like a game like Halo, you know, or like a I guess in my instance like a game like Minecraft. It's just not the type of videos that you'd expect. So I really fell in love with those. And I guess Critical, Moist Critical,
Oh
he was
yeah.
a pretty big inspiration too.
Yeah, fair enough. So how do you come up with your video ideas? Like, do you have a process, or it's kind of like you just sit down and then you're like, all right, man, I gotta make something. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do, but
Uh, I ca- I guess the best way is to, I guess, give an example. So the first lever video that
dude,
I
yeah,
made
that's
was
you like anticipating my questions. Come on, man.
yeah, might as well just talk about the lever videos because I know that it's coming. The sky base was initially the first lever video, and how I came up with that idea was actually like thinking back on it is probably just like the most psychotic way to come up with an idea for a video. But I was watching, so I'm a huge, well, I used to be a huge like Bleach fan. It's like an anime
Yeah,
show,
yeah.
and it was like the first like anime show that I ever watched. So whenever they came out with the new series, the Thousand Year Blood War stuff, I was like super excited for it. And I think whenever I came up with this, it was in between like the first and the second season of it. And so I really wanted to get my fill on Bleach because it just came out. And I was watching an abridged like YouTube video, which I don't know if people know what that is, but it's basically where they where like fans go in and they'll redo the lines.
Oh
Like
man.
they'll do fan made
Yeah, yeah. Those are so
fan made
funny.
lines. I don't know how to describe it. Yeah, yeah.
I've seen a bunch of like Sonic game versions of that. Those are hilarious.
Yeah, okay. So you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So I watched this one episode at the very beginning of the show of Bleach. It's like it's like a ghost adventure show. So it's completely
Oh,
different
yeah.
than how like it is now. But there's one episode where like so specific people can see these ghosts. And there's one episode where like a 5-story tall ghost is like wrecking havoc on a city. And in the actual show, not even in the abridged, it's so funny because this one character named Chad is like, he's like, oh, I need to get away from the city because it's like it's trying to attack him specifically, but it's trying to attack him in the city. So he's like, I need to get out of here, and he runs to a playground with kids playing on it, and he just thinks that like that's like a better solution than just keeping it in the city. And in the abridged, the character's like, he's like, oh, I need to get this monster away from any important people. And then he goes to the playground. He's like, oh, playground with kids playing on it, perfect. And he takes it out there and tries finding it. And I thought that was like the funniest shit ever. I was laughing at that for like 5 minutes. I was like, I really want to do something with this. And so in the beginning of Skybase, there's the scene where the baby villagers are on the playground. And it's just filled with TNT. And that was like the whole idea for that video at first. I was like, surely it doesn't just end with like me derailing the TNT from this location. And I thought back to I thought to Rick and Morty, where there's like an episode where he gives an alien his mind, and he's like, I'm gonna leave you with 3 things because. Or what he puts his brain in the alien's mind. He's like, I'm gonna leave you 3 things because my genius can't fit in your brain. And one of the things that he leaves him is 3 years of improv workshop. And he's like, comedy comes in 3s. And I just like remembered that. I was like, oh, that's what I should do. I should make it go to 3 different locations. And coming up with the ones where you don't want the TNT to blow up at is pretty easy. You know, like you just have to think like sadistically, I guess, like where do you
yeah
would be a horrible place, like a villager hospital,
yeah
like
yeah
you know, like whatever. But coming up with the last one was the hardest bit because it's like, where do you want it to blow up? Like what would be really funny to blow up? And I think that's when I started doing like the ex-wife like bit.
dude, I was
So
the
like,
minecart
okay,
thing
okay.
with the changing the tracks, and you're like, oh, I'll just wait a little bit. So good too.
Yeah, I'll just wait here an awkward second before I pull the lever. And then it blows up. On Instagram, it's really funny because it cuts out before it even blows up, and most of the comments were like, I guarantee you he didn't pull that last lever.
That's pretty smart as well for engagement. That's great. That's amazing. It's so cool how you pull from like so many different sources, and you actually like you saw something that you thought was amusing, and then you kind of brought it into Minecraft.
Feels a little psychotic saying it out loud, but yeah.
That's okay. As long as it's entertaining, right?
Right.
Would you say that you're putting on a character in your videos? Are you kind of that sort of unhinged person as well, normally?
Normally in like real life, like if
Yeah.
you just see me at like a Walmart, yeah, I'm probably not gonna be like pulling random levers
Yeah.
to blow up various people. But I would say, yeah, I mean, yeah, Energize is 100% a character. I would say that he's kind of like my impulsive thoughts.
Oh yeah.
So like if I yeah, I'm sure we all have like, that side of us that we don't outwardly show to people. And
Yeah.
I feel like that is what Energize is, because it's always so ironic to me, because usually in real life I'm very low key, and I'm like I don't like to be the center of attention. But Energize is kind of like the exact opposite of who I am in real life. And he's like, it's more, energized. It's more energetic. It's more just crazy kind of BS.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely a character though. Yeah, for sure.
Nice. I'm sure your friends must have been surprised then when they started seeing you go off the deep end.
But they didn't even seem surprised. Like
really?
there's this one. No, not really. They we like to mess around and like
yeah. Fair enough.
It's nothing like too insane.
Yeah,
I don't think. But there was like this one series that I did forever ago that hasn't seen the light of day on YouTube, because to me it's actually insane. But I do think it's pretty funny. So I've been thinking about bringing it to YouTube just for like one episode or something. But back whenever I was doing that, they were like, I was fully expecting them to just like think like I'm an insane human being.
Yeah,
but
like, what's wrong with you?
Didn't
Dude?
care at all. Yeah, no, they didn't show any sign of like.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
like we always knew you were messed up.
Yeah, exactly. We always knew you had to screw loose. So
cool. All right. Well, let's since you're so keen on building, let's get to building.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So
is this what Jerbs made?
Yeah, this is what Jerbs made in his infinite wisdom, in his classic Jerbs style.
Yeah, I thought I would be adding on to this, and I was thinking to myself, I was like, I really don't know.
Yeah, so it's up to you. So you pick a block, and you can build anywhere inside the green area. So you can either add on to Jerb's beautiful build, or just build next to it or something like that. Your call.
Okay. And it's one block?
Yeah, one block.
A single block. Okay.
Yeah, you got. So let's see what you're gonna pick.
Can't
build with levers, sadly.
Yeah, that is rather unfortunate.
If you want, you can play some levers around as well. We can do that. Your signature. This is kind of Jeb signature here.
I can't use a lever. If I just place the lever down.
Just one lever. You just put 3 levers on the floor and you're like done.
Yeah. I'll do. I guess I'll add on. I'll add on to Jibs as a little.
While you pick a block, how long have you been playing Minecraft?
I've been playing Minecraft since it was released on console.
Ah, nice. Console player.
It's been a while. Yeah, I don't like playing on console anymore though, because I think it just feels much better to play on mouse and key.
Yeah, definitely. I played a decent bit of PS3 Minecraft as well in the good old days when it was like a different game than the, like, it wasn't Bedrock Edition.
The size of the map was
yeah.
When the size of the map is literally just a single map.
Yeah, good times. Did you ever play a Pocket Edition? Like,
no, I thought it'd be funny for a video though.
Yeah, dude.
If I ever just like just make like a normal video, but it's like very clearly Pocket Edition, I thought that would be like a really funny idea.
Yeah, definitely.
No,
that'd be great. Cool. So what would you say is your favorite part of Minecraft?
I'm gonna rip. I think I'm gonna rip what James said. I don't remember exactly what he said,
Yeah.
but I feel like just like being creative.
Yeah.
I like the possibilities that you have in the game.
Definitely. Yeah.
I brought up Halo
Mm,
uh, a while ago, and I feel like Halo is the only game, to me at least, that I feel like had something similar because it had Forge, and in Forge you could make like basically anything that you wanted, and people made like a bunch of like machinimas with that,
right.
and I don't think like you could say that Roblox is, I guess, like similar
Yeah.
in a sense, but to me it just doesn't feel the same. So I feel like I feel like creativity and just being able to do what you want is probably my favorite part about it.
Yeah. Fair enough. Definitely. Minecraft is very infinite.
It is, yeah. Yeah, that's what Jim said. Yeah, that's what he
Yeah.
said, right? He just said it was
Yeah.
infinite.
Do you have a favorite update that you remember?
Yeah, I got two.
Oh
My
yeah.
my favorite update. I honestly can't tell you which one is my favorite between these two, but I really liked the Nether update and I liked the Cave and Cliffs update. Those are my favorite.
Yeah, that's very fair. Those two were like major overhauls, right? I mean, dude, the Nether before
This
the
Yeah,
Nether update
exactly.
was like
It's
so.
trash.
Yeah, it's
It's
basically
absolute
nothing.
trash. Yeah, in the Caves and Cliffs, like for both the updates,
Yeah.
you just have to play the game
Yeah,
in
as you
order to see it.
normally would.
You
Yeah.
know, yeah, exactly. For any other update, you have to
Like
kind
go
of go
get
out of your
something.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to do like what the what's the architect update? That was like a recent one that came out
Yeah, dude, I don't
with
even.
like the pots and whatever.
I don't. Yeah, I
I've
don't even know,
never done that.
dude.
I've never done the new dungeons, whatever they're
Oh, the
called.
trial chambers.
The trial chambers. I haven't done that. Anything that you have to go like I just like doing my own thing. And like for the Caves
Yeah.
and Cliffs, like you could spawn in the game and feel
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Cave and Cliffs update, which I
Definitely.
think is really cool. And then yeah, obviously the Nether. I thinking about it more, I think the Nether one is probably my favorite just because it literally changed that dimension so much. Like
100%.
I pray one day they do something with the end that's
Yeah.
similar
Yeah.
because the end
Definitely.
is
I was just about
absolutely
to say.
horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. The end is
Oh,
a dreadful place.
hopefully, pray to the Mojang gods.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I don't think they listen.
yeah.
They actually they thrive on us suffering. So
Kind of like, what is your IRL background? Like educational, helps you with your videos or content creation, or you've kind of just self-taught?
uh I really wouldn't say that anything I've
Mm,
done in real life really helped towards content creation.
yeah.
I would say I don't really know what I really want to get into with that question because something that I value about making the videos the way that I do is that I'm pretty anonymous.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So like I don't share a whole lot about like what happens in
Yeah.
my
Yeah. Fair
life
enough.
or like anything that goes on there. But I will say that I did go to college
Mm.
and I went to college for business and I feel like that's been a semi
Hence
huge
the
part of the
suit,
channel
of course.
because yeah, hence the soon, hence like if you kind of pay attention to my videos, Energize is sort of like an evil businessman.
Yeah. Definitely.
And I think that that's really funny because it's like it's like you could do anything with money
Yeah.
and like you just like I just think it's really funny. Like he's kind of like a Mr. Krabs sort of
Yeah.
character.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I don't know. I think that that's really goofy. But that's really like the only other that's really the only real life thing. Like there's been hints about like stuff
Fair
that
enough.
I have done it in real life or like I don't know, like I like little Easter eggs you could say, but
Yeah. Yeah.
nobody would guess.
Yeah.
Nobody would guess what would what the real life Easter eggs are.
Fair enough. Cool. What would you say
I
is
do
your
not have an ex-wife named
you don't
LaShonda.
have an ex-wife
So
name. I don't even remember the name anymore.
yeah, I
LaShonda or
don't
something.
LaShonda Brown. Yeah. As far as I know, she's not a real person. I'm sure somebody exists out there with that name. But
yeah, so with that
she,
disclaimer, you know the thing that like any real name coincidence and real names are just purely coincidence or whatever. That disclaimer they put at the end of like movies or something.
yeah.
Um,
I literally put that disclaimer in that video. I'm pretty sure. I was like, this is clearly just a video I made in real life, or I made of. I did. I made her up.
Cool. Do you have what's your favorite Minecraft
This looks
project?
terrible.
No,
This looks
it's
so
beautiful.
shit.
I'm sure Jerb is gonna be very pleased.
Jervis is gonna watch this and he'd be like, he just fucked up my entire creation.
He's like, that's it. I'm coming back
My
on.
beautiful creation.
I think you've added to the I don't know the like monolith.
Decor.
Yeah, the decor.
Kind of looks like a happy face from the side. That little quarter right there. That looks pretty cool. Yeah, it looks whatever. I'm sure he's gonna be.
Yeah, no,
He's writhing right now.
It's writhing. Yeah, watching this, he's like
he felt me. He felt me screw up his whole project.
Ah, beautiful. You want to put a lever somewhere? You can put 3 levers somewhere, I reckon.
Yeah, I'll put a lever up here.
So what would you say is your favorite Minecraft project? Like, would it be your lever series maybe? Or is there something else?
No.
No, you don't like your lever.
The lever series is great. I don't think it would be my favorite because like I judge my favorite based on like everything. So like the process of making it, how well the video came out, like all that.
Yeah, of course.
So the lever videos, I mean, they're fine. I mean, apparently people still think that they're funny.
Yeah.
But to me, it's just like I actually counted the other day. I made 19 lever videos.
Yeah.
So when you get to that point, it just like it doesn't necessarily stop being fun, but it's like it's more fun to create something new as opposed to doing the same thing over and over again, in my opinion. So I don't think it would be that. I think it would be honestly probably some of the ones with P. Frimgar, just because I like making videos with people. I think that's like really fun. I don't get many opportunities to do that. So I would say like the Staircase Man ones or the Magic School Bus one is
dude, that was insane. That is a
so
S tier video.
Every time I go back to that one, I always laugh. The process of making it was so funny. I remember I just came out. I literally just listened to the Magic School Bus theme song, and I was like, I want to make a video about this because I don't know why I just love the Magic School Bus theme song. I think like the singer of it. It's so I love it whenever the singer of like something like dumb like that, like a kid show.
Yeah,
and the singer is just belting the lines.
Yeah.
You know, like he did such a great job. And I messaged Pete Frimgar. I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do. And he's like, okay, so you want to make a video based on the theme song? What is the video? And I was like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. And he was like, okay. And so like the whole process of making that video was absolute hell. And so like how it came out and like the process of making it was just really fun. So I think that was definitely one of my favorites.
Fair enough. Yeah, the Magic School Bus video is amazing. I think it's really cool that you like
I think that's slept on.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's awesome that you kind of take these inspirations and you execute them so well. Like you've mentioned like Bleach, Rick and Morty, friggin' Halo, and now Magic School Bus.
Yeah, it's really funny because like almost every single one of my inspirations is not a Minecraft creator like content in any sort of way. I really the only Minecraft creators that I really watched were like I watched a lot of the Yogscast and I watched a lot of like old school Rooster Teeth.
Oh yeah, nice.
And that's like pretty much it. So every other like inspiration is like just in another field or like just another genre entirely, just like a movie or like a show or like whatever.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like that's the point of being a creator, right? Is to do that. Because like I heard something a while back where it's like you can't come up with an original idea nowadays. Every
Yeah,
idea is
definitely.
essentially taken. You have to take inspiration from somewhere in
Yeah.
order to make something good. So I feel like that's kind of the epitome of being a creator, is being able to take something and truly make something new, being inspired by something else, right? And I don't think a lot of people understand that, and they'll straight up copy an idea and
Yeah.
say that it's new and whatever. But yeah, I think that being able to do that is definitely something that a creator should be able to do.
Yeah, definitely agreed.
I'm dead.
Oh,
I
oh,
flew off too far.
there you go. Now you get to do it all over
Okay.
again. No, it's okay.
Okay.
Uh, I know you could probably just do it easy. Anyways, cool. So yeah, so since you don't watch many Minecraft creators, what would your dream collab be?
That's a really good question. My dream collab, I've really wanted to collab with some of the members from Rooster Teeth,
Yeah,
because they still like do stuff.
yeah,
So I think if I was able to do anything with one of them, that'd be pretty cool. Not all of it. I mean,
yeah. Fair
Rooster Teeth has
enough.
a lot of controversy, so I hope people understand what I mean by that. But yeah, there's some of them. Lil Gerbs, honestly, I think that Lil Gerbs has I don't know what a video like would even look like
Yeah,
collabed with me in Gerbs, but I feel like that would be
I think it would be amazing.
very, very interesting.
Yeah,
I
that
think it'd be interesting to say the least.
definitely needs to happen at some
Um,
point.
I don't know. I don't really have like
Fair enough. Fair
anyone
enough.
else besides that I would
Cool.
have dreams of doing stuff with.
Yeah, fair enough. What's your favorite non-Minecraft games? Like all time, maybe, or even just
I
lately?
have a lot. I have a
Oh,
lot.
okay, all right,
I
yeah.
don't I don't really like play much Minecraft, to be honest with you.
Oh, really? Okay.
I make the
Yeah,
videos, and
yeah,
then that's my version of playing
yeah.
the
Fair
game.
enough.
Is like, does the video do good? How much fun did I have making it? That sort of thing.
Hmm.
So like I play like a lot of other games. I mean, I guess this is a generic answer, but Elden Ring is
Nice, nice.
definitely one of my favorites. I love the Souls games so much. I like Civilization. I like
Oh,
uh what are they called? Turn-based strategy
turn-based strategy.
games.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so I beat XCOM recently. That was a pretty fun game.
Nice, nice.
Uh yeah, Civilization, Skyrim, was amazing back in the day. Haven't played that in a
Classic.
while, but I still think that's one of the best. Um trying to think, I'm probably gonna really regret not saying something later, but
No worries.
I think that really does Risk, online Risk. I've been playing a
Oh,
lot of that.
interesting.
Yeah. My
Wow.
friends really hate that I've been playing that because they don't like the game.
Fair
But
enough.
I do like that, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so there's some, and
Yeah.
Halo, obviously. I
And
love
Halo,
Halo.
obviously. I was waiting for that. I
Halo
thought that would have
Reach,
been
yeah, Halo,
first.
yeah, it's I mean I'm not lying whenever I say I play a lot of games. It's been so long since I've played Halo, so
Yeah, fair
but
enough.
Halo Reach is definitely probably my favorite Halo. And 343 could honestly. I hate 343.
Fair enough.
Ruined it. Came in and ruined it. But not even just like Halo 4, they ruined Halo Reach.
Yeah.
Because they came in and they had, this is so off topic, but they came in and whenever Bungie left, they came in and they started fixing the maps. Like fixing, right? Quote unquote.
Yeah.
They just went into Forge for like 10 minutes and placed a bunch of shit everywhere. And they ruined some of the best maps, and they were like, hey, these are like, you can't play the old maps that are on here. You have to play the maps that we went into Forge and just start screwing shit up with. So that yeah, I hate 343, but
Well, now
Halo
we
Reach is great.
know that Energize hates
Yeah.
343.
I hate them.
Fair
Yeah.
enough, man. Cool. All
Yeah.
right. Now are you ready to show off your parkour skills? Let's see how you do.
All right.
You did so good on the first one. Took you like 3
Yeah.
seconds.
And then when I spawned back over there, I fell on the first
Yeah.
one. Should be
Ah, all right.
good.
You may not don't need dude doesn't even need checkpoints.
Oh, the bed. Yeah,
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 yeah.
no,
Yeah.
no, you don't even need
I forgot.
it.
I forgot. I'm just gonna run.
All right, let's see how he goes.
I'm gonna try.
Nice try.
Okay.
Yeah, 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 nice try.
So not a great start.
All right, so now we're gonna do quick fire. So literally, first thought that pops into your head.
Okay.
Would you rather vertical slabs or a new dimension?
Like, I'm gonna shoot. Everybody says vertical slabs. I'm not a builder, so I don't really care about vertical slabs.
Fair enough.
A new dimension would be pretty cool. I
Ooh.
guess they need to fix the end.
Yeah, that's true.
That's all they really need to do. But yeah, adding like the dimension that's supposed to be in the deep dark, yeah, that would be cool. I don't know why they just added the portal and had it lead to nowhere. So I would say another dimension. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll be a contrarian.
Definitely.
Oh, I see. Do I?
Yeah, no, you just have to jump around. Come on, come on. You
do
didn't
these
do this
jumps
on
ever.
Hypixel?
No, there's certain jumps that I just never figured out how to do. These quarter jumps, these are definitely one of them. I don't know. I'm trying to hit the bed so I can just spawn there.
You did
There we go.
that's the Enerhgize way.
It's a strat.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a strat. Think smarter, not harder.
Wow, you can make that, bro. Just skip the.
Did I skip something?
Yeah, you're supposed to go.
Did I skip that? At least skipped half of the course doing that. Watch this. I missed. I actually missed that click.
No.
Hey, hey, this is how you made it. This is how you made it, though. I can't even hit
I'm
the
so
bed.
glad you can't make it. All right, there you go. Now, buddy.
You gotta do it the real way.
Yeah, you can't have I love how you're still not doing it.
What am I supposed to be doing?
You're supposed to come up here. I don't think you can even go from there.
No,
you need
can't.
That's the height, I think.
Confused.
Yeah.
That's why I'm confused. Where am I supposed to go?
Here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a bit confusing with the checkpoints.
It's good.
Yeah, these checkpoints didn't originally exist, but I figured probably should give people a bit of a break. All right. So, what is your favorite wood type?
Favorite wood type? I would say spruce.
Fair based. Yeah.
I'd say spruce. I would dark oak is kind of played with my heart a little bit. I really wouldn't say dark oak, but I would say spruce.
Fair enough. Cool. Do you have what would you say is your favorite stone type?
The cobbled deep slate.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good choice.
I feel like it has a lot of applications, and I think
yeah,
it's way better than regular cobblestone.
Yeah, definitely. And how about your favorite mob? Ooh, so close.
Favorite mob? I guess a villager. I mean, I guess villagers without
without
villagers in the
villagers.
game, I probably wouldn't have a channel. So probably villagers.
Yeah, that makes sense. Fair enough.
Do they count as a mob?
Yeah, definitely.
Are they just a person? What do they count as?
Come on, villagers aren't people. Come on.
Yeah. Apparently they are, because you can't put a lead on them.
Yeah. Oh, that's a really frustrating thing, isn't it?
They won't let you put a lead on them. They don't want you hanging villagers. I guarantee you that's the only reason why.
Probably.
Why can't I make that jump?
What is your least favorite block?
That's a tough question. probably need this. Actually, see some blocks. I don't have like a I
Yeah,
don't like
there's not
just
one like
barf the second that I see a block.
yeah.
I think
Not like a diorite hater or like a birch
no,
hater.
diorite haters are overrated.
Yeah.
I think anybody that says like, "Oh, I hate this specific block," like what I don't get that. What that block ever do to you? There,
What did the
there's not
block do
like
to you?
yeah. I I don't know. I genuinely actually
Fair enough.
don't really know. Maybe jungle. I'm gonna say jungle door. Does that
Oh yeah,
count?
jungle door.
Jungle,
what did jungle
jungle
doors
door.
do to you?
I don't know. They look stupid. I hate them.
Fair
I
enough.
have no idea.
Oh man. Cool.
I don't mean that jungle door. I just need to say something.
Let's go.
God damn it.
Do you want a checkpoint here? Should I add?
let me try one more time. Yeah, fire another question at me.
Ender
I work
dragon
better
or
whenever
wither?
I'm mind on something else. Ender dragon or what?
Wither.
Ender dragon or wither? I like the wither a lot.
Yeah.
The Ender Dragon, the only reason why I wouldn't say Ender Dragon is just because it's so boring to me now. Like it's I've only it's only been a like the what Minecraft boss for like 10 years.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, if it's like the final boss in the Minecraft movie, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna take my TNT popcorn or whatever.
TNT
I'm gonna get out of there because that's gonna be. Yeah, aren't they giving that away at the Minecraft movie?
Dude, I don't know. I've basically seen nothing about it. Look at this guy. He's such a definitely an evil businessman over here. Yeah, it's not really helping.
I can't even make the jump. There we go. No.
Oh, this is amazing.
Work smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
All the checkpoints you can.
What's your favorite biome?
Fuck.
You have to pick one.
I feel pretty biased because I haven't even seen like what's the one with the weeping angels now or whatever they're called?
The pale garden.
The pale garden. I haven't seen the pale garden like at all.
Yeah.
So I feel very I don't feel like it's a fair thing. Oh, I had to focus up there. I don't think it's fair to not know like what anything is going on in the pale garden. But I would say I mean, I might just be boring and just say the plains biome, to be honest. That's where I usually like build all my stuff. I feel like the plains biome is really nice because it's like the most flat land that you can build.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's just a lot easier to just build stuff on there.
That's a very practical answer.
Yeah, very very boring answer. But it is. I mean, I've never in my life built a house in like a dark forest biome.
Yeah.
An ice spike biome, I feel like would get so boring if you lived there. Like I don't know why you would ever do that.
Yeah.
So
cool. If you could build with only 2 blocks, which 2 blocks would you use?
I feel like that's a hard question too. like to me, it's like you know, I always laugh whenever somebody asks like what someone's favorite color is.
Yeah.
Because to me, it's like I mean, the point of colors is that they contrast.
Yeah.
So if you made like a whole room with one color, it's gonna suck.
Yeah,
it's gonna not look
true.
good. So. I mean, for 2 blocks, I guess is kind of different. I would say cobbled deep slate and dark oak.
Fair enough. At least your answers are consistent.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
They really
Jervs
are.
is over here giving like super wow.
Yeah, got the pen. Yeah. That's how you're supposed to do that. What do you mean? Wow.
Yeah.
There's no other way to do
Professional
that.
yeah.
There's no other way to do that.
If you could
see somebody
remove
do that differently.
yeah, if you could remove one thing from like current Minecraft, what would that be? If
Current
anything,
Minecraft.
is there something that really?
Remove. Yeah, I would get rid of the stupid lays because I hate them.
Oh, really?
I'd replace them with the copper golem because it's far superior.
Oh, yeah. Fair enough. You're a mob vote.
Damn it! Damn it!
What year was that?
I know exactly what year that was because I made a video.
Yeah.
Whatever the scrattle. It was I think it was 2023, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Was it 2023 or 2022?
Might have been 2. I'm not sure.
I was so
but bro's
pissed.
holding a grudge.
I hate the allays. I don't understand why the allays were chosen over the copper golem. I don't understand. I think I'll die without knowing.
Yeah, fair enough.
And that makes me very sad.
I mean, dude, we got phantoms.
Yeah,
I don't even remember what was the thing that was.
Phantoms were terrible.
Yeah,
I think phantoms. I should have said phantoms maybe, but I feel like that's just.
But that's the thing, right? They're so like forgettable, right? You don't even like barely remember they exist.
Yeah, no, it's I don't get the point of even complaining about them.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You're probably gonna be sleeping through the night anyway. The second you see a phantom, you're just gonna sleep.
Yeah.
So it's just a break. It's like a timeout.
Yeah.
Like, I don't. I guess the phantom would be my second. Yeah, I didn't even think about that, but the allays are unbiased. It's my boy. Why is this so hard?
You're almost there. Got so close.
Almost.
Cool. All right, that's all the surefire questions I have. Okay. Oh, he's got this. He's got this. Perfect timing. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Easy. Didn't cheat at all.
Yeah, 100%.
Good stuff.
Jeffs is gonna also be. He's gonna be so disappointed.
I forget how Jervs did on that. I think he cussed more than I did on that. It was really
he definitely did.
It's really funny because like I feel like I cuss a lot, and I feel like I didn't cuss at all during the obstacle courses.
Yeah, you've been very well behaved, very professional.
Yeah. That's what I'm known for.
Yeah, definitely.
Very professional.
Awesome. So what keeps you motivated to play? What keeps you coming back to Minecraft?
There's really no like substitutes. Like I was kind of saying earlier, like what Roblox is like, I guess the main substitute for this game, and to me it's not really a substitute. Like it's not a game where like a normal person could just go in and just start doing stuff, like that game is it has like actual professional game makers making games, and then you just play them.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's just no substitutes for this, and especially for like what I want to do for videos, I don't think that there's a better like game option out there.
Yeah, definitely. Fair enough. Cool. How do you stay motivated to, I guess, even play, but also making videos? Because like you said, playing for you is making videos.
Yeah, playing for me is, I do kind of see it that way. Being able to eat and whatnot, that's a huge motivator. Because I do it for money.
Yeah.
Now, so that was a huge motivator for me. But I don't know. I honestly I feel like everybody has motivation issues.
Yeah, definitely.
And you know, this could be amplified, especially if you're doing stuff on your own.
Yeah.
So like, there's a lot of like content creators out there that have like groups and whatever, and I feel like if I was part of that, then my motivation would be a lot better.
Hmm.
But I don't know. I don't even think it's fair to say that I do have decently good motivation because I don't really upload like a horrible amount.
Hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, just having like a fun idea, I guess, is like a good motivator. Having something like an idea that I genuinely want to work on, and yeah, just out of, I guess, bare necessity.
Number one, money.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Number one, I would like to wake up in a house with air conditioning. So that's
a
probably
roof over my
a
head.
great motivator.
Fair enough, man. We all gotta make money somehow.
Yeah, I got to do something. Yeah.
Cool. What
Yeah.
what advice would you give to a new player of Minecraft, if any? Would you let them go in blind?
A new player or new
Yeah,
like
player.
creator?
That's the next
New
question.
player. Yeah, I would just let them go in blind. I don't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
what they do.
Fair
I don't
enough.
care. Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like the point of Minecraft is to go in and kind of figure out why you specifically like the game. So
definitely.
yeah, I don't think there's anything I would tell them.
Yeah, dude. I miss the old days when it was literally like you joined in, there's no recipes. There's no
Yeah,
like punch wood or whatever.
it's actually really funny because whenever I first started playing the game, like I said, like I watched a lot of Yogscast,
Yeah.
and the Yogscast did a very interesting thing where they masked their first playthrough as like a regular playthrough, but then they added like a bunch of like fictional stuff to the playthrough to make it more exciting, I guess.
Mm.
And so like there's this one character named Israfel in there.
Yep.
And whenever I didn't have Minecraft while they were doing this part of the series. So I thought that Israfel was just in the game. I thought he was just like a character that like shows up and just messes
Yeah,
with you.
right.
And I was talking to my friends and I was like, "Oh, dude, I can't wait to like get in there and like, you know, kick Israfel's ass or whatever." And they were like, my friends like made fun of me. They were like, "He's not even in the game, you idiot!" Like, you just it's completely fictional to that, and it like turned my whole world upside down. So, uh, yeah, I don't know. I think playing the game for the first time is probably like a very interesting for somebody for sure, and I wouldn't want to ruin that for him.
Yeah, definitely. Dude, I've been rewatching the Yogscast like Tech It series. I don't know if you ever watched that. But there's so many like the skits they do
Yeah, I
it
watched a
and
little bit of it.
skits they do in it and stuff like that. Like you can totally tell it's like all like just them acting or whatever. But like as a
Kind of
kid, you like
improvised.
fully believed that these guys are like hate each other and they're like fighting and
Yeah,
like all this stuff. But it's so obvious
yeah.
now watching it back.
They're it actually amazes me. Like their acting was like very good, like
Yeah.
very good for whenever they started doing that. And
Yeah.
I mean, especially back in the day with their original series, like I don't think a lot of people. I mean, it was a year after the game came out, so I mean, yeah, it was like super popular. But I guarantee you, a lot of people didn't have the game. So I bet there was a lot of people like me that just suspected
Definitely.
that some of the stuff that they did was actually in the game.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
But yeah, I do like how they do that too.
Cool. So what advice would you give to a new someone who wants to make content or just started making
Yeah, there it
content?
is.
There it is. Yeah.
Yeah, there's that question. Uh, I don't know. This question is really surreal to me
Mm,
because I I mean, I watch like a lot of people. They've answered this question. I feel like they're much more uh capable than me of answering it.
yeah.
Uh, but for anybody that wants to start content creation, like you have to start somewhere.
Yeah.
I see a lot of stuff of people being like, "Oh yeah, I want to be you know, like a Minecraft content creator, but I don't know like what I would do for a video." Like, I don't know how people come up with like a video like a day. Which, to be fair, I don't know. I don't know how either. I don't know how people come up with like a video to do a day. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. It
But
can be tough.
yeah, you gotta start somewhere. You can't improve if you never start. So I think just starting and not being too harsh on yourself, or like if your first video is ass or whatever. My first videos were terrible. They're absolutely horrible. And you know, I sometimes go back and watch them. And I'm like, wow, I've really come a long way. So
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, start somewhere, and then if it's something you really want to do, just don't stop. You know, just you gotta adapt. Sometimes you gotta adapt. I feel like people don't. People just get into like the same thing and continue doing that even whenever it doesn't work. Like, just don't be scared to try something new.
Yeah, definitely. Cool. All right. Well, do you have any questions you would want to ask me, or
how long do you see yourself doing like the interview stuff? Do
honestly,
you see
as
like
long
a
as
big future for
I like to
the
think
audience
so.
here?
Yeah, I like to think so. Honestly, as long as there's people that are interested coming on, and I think, you know, I think there's a lot of cool creators out there, a lot of unique people like yourself, Gerbs, Goose as well so far. Like, as long as they're willing to come on, you know, I'm happy to do this, because I think it's really cool to talk about, you know, the creator themselves as well as like their kind of connection to Minecraft, because I think that's something that's kind of missing. Like, I don't think many people have like meta conversations about Minecraft.
Yeah. Well, especially with shorts creators, right? I
Yeah,
don't think
definitely.
shorts creators really have like any sort of platform like this. So I think that's a very cool thing. What would be like your best guest? Like, who's your ideal guest for this?
Oh, that's a good question. Ideal guest. Honestly,
Jack
ooh,
Black.
Jack. Steve himself, dude.
Yeah, Steve himself. You get him on this.
Honestly, I think like, I mean, any hermit I think would be really cool. But
That
besides,
would be cool. Yeah.
yeah, I think that's just like, you know, that kind of like dream goal or whatever. Because
Yeah.
yeah, I think it would just be awesome to be able to, you know, reach out and like have a cool conversation with one of those guys, because they're kind of, you know, they're
Yeah.
at the top of the game, and obviously they're well known and stuff, and they probably have a lot of, you know, a lot of things to chat about. So I think it could be a cool perspective. But
For sure. I think that'd be
yeah,
very interesting. They probably
yeah.
have a lot more input on their least favorite and most favorite blocks for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully one day.
I guess my final question is like, because this is different than what I've seen from you this podcast. So what made you want to do this in the first place?
What? So the goal for me was always to kind of transition to YouTube videos. Like with even with the
I
short
see.
form content, it was kind of the plan was to use that as like, I don't know, practice. You could maybe call it practice, or even like, you know, as like stepping stone or whatever. So the goal was always to get to, you know, YouTube, and then I was just thinking of, you know, like formats and ideas and stuff like that. And honestly, I don't know how I came up with this. I just thought like it'd be cool to I mean, probably, I guess you see so many podcasts around these days, right? Like literally everyone has a podcast,
Yeah.
and I was
Yeah,
like, you know,
everyone, their moms got
yeah, I was
podcasts,
like, why not me too? All right. But I was
yeah.
like, you know, how we could apply that to Minecraft, and I think it could be cool. So yeah, it was literally just, you know, seeing what kind of long form content I can make. I think it was also, as I started like growing, I started, you know, kind of getting in touch with cool people. So it kind of, you know,
Yeah,
also made it possible.
networking.
Yeah, networking as well.
Yeah.
I was like, these people, I'm like, I've spoken to these people, they're really awesome, and I think it would be really valuable for like to have conversations with them, you know, in like a video.
Yeah, that's really cool. So it's a stepping stone, I guess you could say. That's what you said.
The short form content, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean the
But
whole
this is a stepping stone to the long form content.
no, I've started like this is probably my main like series. I mean, and like I've done like, you know, the normal hardcore whatever survival normal generic Minecraft stuff. But that's like super inconsistent. This is like my most consistent long form series. So yeah.
Is it the one you have the most fun doing?
Yeah, I think it, dude. It's like you said, right? Like with people, stuff is a lot more interesting and a lot more engaging rather than like, yeah, I mean, it's nice to play by yourself as well sometimes, but like, you know, it's really cool having conversations and, you know, goofing around parkour and all this crap.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, making beautiful
buildings such as that one over there.
Very, very interested to see how that building changes over time. Because right now it's looking a little.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to let the next person dig it up as well. We'll see.
You could have him make another like thing right next to it.
Yeah, definitely. You can build next.
Connect.
So have you had the chance to meet any cool content creators? I know obviously we connected through Gerbs, so you've met Gerbs. Because you've been making videos for what, 5 years?
Yes, I will say
crazy.
yes, and nobody gets offended. Yeah, I've met,
you're like, nah, not really anyone mentioned.
No, I haven't met a single person. Yeah. No, I've met I've met some cool people. A very interesting thing about the content creation, like whenever I started, you know, I never in my life thought that I'd be at the point where I am in terms of like followers and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I really expected at this point to really connect with like a lot of like-minded people and be making like a lot more collaborative stuff. And this isn't like to say anything bad about anybody that I've met or anything, but
yeah,
I just feel like everybody just kind of does their own stuff.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I've met interesting people.
Yeah, that's good.
But I haven't had any long like conversations with really any of them besides Gerbs.
Yeah, fair enough.
I've met like I've talked with like Not Vixius and his whole gang and Creebus and some other people, but none of it. I just don't like talk to him all that much. So
yeah, fair enough. I
met him though.
Let's go.
yeah, I'm up there.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, Gerbs and you definitely, I think, probably have the most like overlap from what I've seen. In the like content creator.
I would say, yeah. I just really like Gerbs. I mean, our content's like very different.
Yeah,
but it's different, but it does have like. I guess
the shock value, I think, is
the shock value. The not what you would expect from a sort of Minecraft content creator.
Yeah.
So yeah, for him, I feel like. I mean, I feel like I've said this to him. I feel like he's like a genuine friend. So I put Gerbs in sort of a different category than some other creators.
Yeah,
I will say, you know, one person I will mention is this dude named Parkour Gaming. He's actually he's very cool.
Parkour Gaming?
Parkour.
Pryor.
Pryor.
Oh, okay.
He's actually a builder, and he does a lot of like insane builds, and I don't know what if I can say some things that I know, but he's really cool, and he's got some big things planned. So
nice.
I do really like him.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it, dude.
Yeah. Thank you for having me on.
Oh man,
this
anytime.
was very fun. And
yeah, let's not be you know, let's not just chat now and then never chat again. let's get it going. I think it's a good point that you make, that like maybe meet like-minded people and kind of talk to them more often. And like you were saying, you'd be more motivated maybe if there was like kind of a group. And yeah, maybe this could be a cool way for like people to kind of network just by coming on the show and something like that. Yeah, no, I think this is a great way for people to network, especially like I said, short form content creators, because I don't feel like they ever really get a chance to be themselves. Yeah. So I think that this is a very cool opportunity. Yeah, that's true. Awesome. Yeah. Well, thank you, sir. You're welcome, sir.
And then I pull a lever, and the whole set explodes, and I'm gone.